Title: Caught my fiancé with my sister. Opening. It was supposed to be a lazy Sunday. I'd spent the morning baking banana bread, his favorite, while Jake pretended to help, stealing bites of batter and kissing flour off my cheek. The sun streamed through the kitchen window, and for a moment, everything felt perfect. We'd been planning the wedding for months, and my sister Emily had just agreed to be my maid of honor. Couldn't do this without her, Jake had said, smiling in that way that made my chest ache. Build up, but then the texts started. Little things at first, Jake's phone lighting up with notifications after midnight, his thumbs flying over the screen before he'd set it face down. Work stuff, he'd say, but he'd never been good at lying. His tell was a faint twitch in his jaw, a tic I'd noticed years ago when he'd tried to hide a surprise birthday party. Emily started showing up more too. She'd swing by our apartment just to hang out, her laughter ringing a pitch higher whenever Jake walked into the room. Last week, I caught her wearing his hoodie. "It was cold," she'd said, rolling her eyes like I was overreacting. But when I hugged her goodbye, I smelled his cologne clinging to her hair. I told myself I was paranoid. Emily was my sister. Jake was the man who'd proposed under the stars, whispering that I was his always. But doubt gnawed at me, sharp and restless. Betrayal moment. Yesterday, I came home early from my shift at the hospital. My shoes squeaked on the hallway tiles as I fumbled with my keys, exhaustion weighing my limbs. Then I heard it. Laughter, muffled but unmistakable. Jake's laugh, low and warm, tangled with Emily's giggle. The door swung open. They were on the couch. His hand was on her thigh. Her head tilted toward him, lips parted mid-sentence. Time froze. The banana bread I'd brought home slipped from my grip, hitting the floor with a thud. Jake jerked back like he'd been burned. Emily stared at me, her face pale. "Sarah, it's not... What the is this?" My voice shook. Emotional fallout. Jake tried to reach for me, but I recoiled. Words spilled out of him. Mistake, drunk, didn't mean to. Emily sat silent, tears streaking her mascara. Every excuse felt like a dagger. How long? Was it just once? When did my own sister start seeing him as anything but family? I packed a suitcase while Jake pleaded in the doorway. His voice blurred into static. All I could think about was the night he proposed, how Emily had hugged me and said, "You're so lucky." Now, I'm in a cheap motel, staring at my engagement ring. It glints under the flickering bathroom light, cheap and cruel. My phone buzzes nonstop. "Please let me explain. I'm so sorry. You're my everything." Emily's last text reads, "I never wanted to hurt you." Cliffhanger. The worst part? I still love him. Or maybe I love the ghost of who he was. But this morning I opened my laptop and saw an email from our wedding planner. "Finalizing the floral arrangements. Let me know ASAP. I don't know what to do." TLDR, walked in on my fiancé and sister in a compromising position days before our wedding. Now I'm stranded between betrayal and the life I thought I'd have.